Hey, my name's Taylor, and today I'm an unemployed college student here to talk to you about your future. I think I'm pretty qualified. Anyway, how many of you are in college to work hard and get a job after graduation? Okay, I see a lot of hands. Now answer this. How many of you think you're going to get a job after college? Okay, still a lot of hands. How many of you think you're going to be making $50,000 right off the bat? Well, I guess we're all going to be rich then. Well, honestly, you probably won't. According to the Department of Labor, college students may get jobs, but not necessarily good jobs. In fact, quite a number of us are underemployed when we graduate, meaning that we're working jobs that we're far qualified for. We're overqualified for them. I find that most college students are concerned about obtaining a job after graduation or an internship for the summer. I've applied to at least 10 internships and have looked over 20 sites in the past week alone. My optimistic and naive brain tells me that my hard work will pay off and that I'll secure an internship with an awesome company. The reality is that competition for jobs is just as tight as ever, and each year millions of college grads come with hopes and dreams and aspirations, only to graduate and wind back up at our parents' house. In this day and age, connections are how many people get their foot in the door at various companies and how they get their first jobs. Thankfully, I found something that will help me secure those jobs. LinkedIn. You've probably heard of LinkedIn before. It's like Facebook for professionals. Users can search for jobs, research companies, and keep in contact with people. It's considered by companies to be an extension of one's resume, actually. LinkedIn is a great way to make these types of connections so that one day that coveted job could be found. I can upload my name, my resume, my portfolio, projects, and all types of other information and connect with people who might be able to offer me a job. At my internship this past summer, we were always told to add people on LinkedIn. Heck, before even the internship started, the university recruiter asked all of us to join the LinkedIn page and meet the other interns. While I've been a big supporter of LinkedIn, I'm realizing more and more how vulnerable my information is, and that's a problem for me. LinkedIn encourages its users to share their information. Because people on LinkedIn are supposed to be reliable and professional people, they're not supposed to abuse their power and use my information for wrong things. I found myself much more willing to share every detail about my work experience, which I may have not done before. LinkedIn is somewhat creepy in that it allows you to see who's viewed your profile. It also lets you go on other people's profiles anonymously. Now, getting a notification from, I don't know, James Taylor, someone that I know, seeing that he's viewed my profile, well, that's alright, that's one thing. But receiving notifications saying anonymous has viewed your profile is straight up sketchy. Other features can be accessed through the site, and premium editions of LinkedIn can be purchased to get more information from LinkedIn, such as figuring out who those anonymous people are, connecting further with companies and recruiters, and having more access to profiles. Well, I don't think I should have to pay to see who's looking at my information. It's mine. I own it, right? I was recently completing a job application, and it asked if I wanted to include my LinkedIn account. Although it was convenient, I wondered if in the future, putting a link to my LinkedIn account will eventually be required. As information becomes more accessible, we're going to know more about one another than we could ever imagine. But I continue to see problems in the future for LinkedIn. In the U.S., laws are set up in order to prevent discrimination based on a number of factors such as race, ability, and gender. The Civil Rights Act of 1964 set out to protect people from being discriminated against based on those factors and others. Because access to LinkedIn profiles is easily obtained, a possible implication of job seekers like myself using LinkedIn to find a job is that recruiters can look at a profile and be exposed to a picture. Now you may say, what's so important about a picture? Well, the picture may not necessarily mean anything, but it is possible that due to the appearance or information gleaned from the profile, hiring decisions might be made using illegal practices. Now, we all have our own judgments, but certain judgments made consciously or unconsciously can immediately eliminate someone from the job selection pool. So maybe that could mean, because of the way that I am, my race, my gender, the way that I look, that can prevent me from getting a job? This practice could go relatively unchecked because of lack of oversight. If something similar were to occur in person, wrongdoing might be recognizable and therefore reprimanded. But on LinkedIn, it may not be as easily recognized and may not be as easily proven. How can I prove that someone discriminated against me if they were the only one looking at the profile, and they don't even show up as someone that looked at my profile? They're anonymous. When posting information to LinkedIn, users are trusting that people who view their profile are going to learn more about them and their professional goals, and that those people looking at their profiles will check their biases at the login screen. I don't know what to do. Should I use it? Should I get off? I'm not sure, but I beg of you to ask this question. Is acquiring a job or acquiring contacts through LinkedIn worth trading one's privacy and civil liberties for? What are you